Imagine this. You wake up in the morning and do your usual routine. Maybe check your phone, brush your teeth, and grab a cup of coffee. But then, just 15 minutes later, you can't remember any of it. Scary, right? Well, here's the thing. That kind of memory loss, it doesn't just happen overnight. It builds up slowly, often because of what we eat, and that's exactly what this video is about. How to protect your brain, prevent memory loss, and even reduce the risk of brain diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. So if you care about your brain and your future, stick around till the end. It's a way more important than you might think. Today we're diving into something that affects every single one of us. How your food might be quietly slowing down your brain. Let's get into it. Precious Brain Lab, exploring the mind, one thought at a time. How can the food you eat actually slow down your brain? Not just make you feel sleepy, I mean how it affects your brain chemistry, your memory, and even your long-term brain health. Number 1. Your brain needs fuel. Here's a wild one for you. Your brain, it not only makes up about 2% of your body weight, but get this, it uses up to 20% of your energy. That's a lot of energy. Now, let me ask you this. Where do you think all that energy comes from? Yup. Mostly from glucose, isn't it? A type of glucose your body gets from food. But here's where things get tricky. Too much glucose, especially from sugar or ultra-processed foods, can actually overload your brain. And what happens then? Reduce focus, slower reaction time, trouble remembering things. Trouble remembering things, and even making simple decisions also get disrupted. So wait, it gets deeper. Yes, it does. Sugar spikes mess with a super important brain chemical called BDNF. That's brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as your brain personal trainer. It helps your brain learn, grow, and build new memories. But when you eat a high sugar diet, BDNF levels drops and your brain suffers. No BDNF is equal to slower thinking, weaker memories, higher risk of Alzheimer's and dementia down the line. So next time you're reaching for that sugar-loaded snacks, ask yourself, is this helping me? Is this helping my brain or hurting it? Number 2, sugar and brain inflammation. Now let's talk about something called neuroinflammation. When you eat lots of sugar or fatty food, your body can enter a state of chronic inflammation. That inflammation reaches your brain where it activates immune cells called microglia. When microglia go into overdrive, they start damaging healthy brain tissue. These link to also slower thinking, mood disorder, a higher risk of dementia and Alzheimer's. Now this is the advanced stage where you start taking sugar and reduces BDNF, and then it starts to affect microglia. And that's where the dementia and Alzheimer's, you're at the high risk of it. In fact, brain scans show people who eat a lot of junk food often have a smaller hippocampus. That's the part of brain responsible for learning and memory. Okay, now, section 3. The dopamine trap. Let's talk about dopamine. The chemical your brain releases when you feel good. Eating sugar or fatty food triggers dopamine, give you that quick pleasure hit. But over time, your brain starts to crave that feeling more and more. That's when things get dangerous. It's like the brain gets addicted to the junk food. As that reward system gets overused, your ability to focus, to stay motivated, or feel joy from everyday things, it starts to fade. Your brain is literally rewiring itself to crave more sugar, more food that's hurting it. Now you're tired, moody, and craving more. It's a cycle, and your brain gets caught in it. So what's next? Number 4. Insulin resistance in the brain. Have you heard about insulin and diabetes? But did you know your brain can also become insulin resistant? Insulin doesn't just manage your blood sugar. It also helps brain cells absorb glucose from energy. When your diet is loaded with sugar, your brain stops responding to insulin properly. Now, brain cells can't get the fuel they need. That's called brain insulin resistance. And some scientists believe it may lead to what they call type 3 diabetes, aka Alzheimer's disease. But it's not recognized in the clinical trials that's type 3 diabetes, but actually it's in the scientific term. Type 3 diabetes means aka Alzheimer's disease. And when the brain can't get enough energy, your thoughts slow down, your memory fades, and the risk of long-term damage increases. Number 5. What to eat instead. Time for good news, isn't it? All the bad news fade away. Now the good news. You can protect your brain, and you do it through your diet. Here's what you need to do. Eat omega-3 fatty acids from fish, walnuts, and flax seeds. To reduce inflammation, omega-3 slow age-related mental decline. Choose complex carbs like oats, sweet potatoes, and brown rice. I know not everybody likes brown rice, but still, adding a bit of it to your white rice is also beneficial, isn't it? For instance, for steady energy, that's very important. These complex carbs really work. And then load up on green leafy vegetables and berries. They support memory and brain aging, slows cognitive decline, and boost brain plasticity. Drink lots of water. Why? Here's a wild fact. Hydration keeps your brain sharp. Stay hydrated, Even mild hydration hurts cognitive performance. You must have seen or experienced, if your mouth is dried and you're doing something you avoid drinking, you start to feel frustrated. You cannot focus. You don't feel like you should concentrate on it. So even a mild hydration, you should drink water so it can enhance the cognitive performance. Another favorite part. What, apart from this, can you take? So now my favorite thing. Herb. This is ginkgo biloba, herbal extract that may boost blood flow to the brain, used for improving memory and concentration. Mixed scientific evidences, but many report positive effects. Daily dosage of 120 to 240 mg per day is recommended, but again, with my recommendations, don't go with the recommendation 1. If you're trying it for the first time, take it 20 mg, a minor dose, and see how it works on you. And then you can take the recommended doses. The second is rhodiola rosea. I may pronounce it pretty crazy. Adaptogenic herb. Yes. Adaptogenic herb, also known as adaptogens, are plants and mushrooms believed to help the body stressors, both physical and mental. This is a really good one. Now, what does it do actually is reduces fatigue, enhances mental clarity, and helps during stress. A dosage of 200 mg to 600 mg per day is recommended. Again, go with my recommendation. Try 20 mg first and see how it works. And then you can go with the 200 mg or 600 mg per day. Please be mindful that don't go beyond the recommendations, that it may cause maybe side effects, but please don't go beyond recommendations. Well, what else can we do? Beans and legumes. Examples: lentils, chickpeas, black beans. Why? Even I believe in beans and legumes. Why? Because it's a great source of complex carbs, iron, magnesium, and folate. Helps with focus, memory, and mood regulation. That's what I like about it. Now, here's a little controversial, but what I like about it is that it has a component called L-theanine, that's green tea. Caffeine, I don't recommend it much. I'm not a good, promoter of caffeine. But L-theanine, yes, you can take low doses of L-theanine, a combination that improves alertness and relaxation, enhances brain function, and reduces anxiety. And lastly, try intermittent fasting. Short breaks between meals can resist insulin sensitivity. And lastly, number 6. My final thoughts. Your brain is your powerful tool, but only if you give it the real right fuel. The wrong foods don't just affect your body, they literally change your brain chemistry by making small, smart changes. In your diet, you can improve your memory, focus, mood, and protect your brain for life. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more brain boosting content and drop a comment below. Which one food you're adding or removing for your brain health? Thanks for watching, and remember, take care of your brain and it'll take care of you. Thank you.